The title of this is strengthening your lower back but not getting better, and the point of this video is there's a lot of people I've seen who are trying to strengthen their lower back and they're doing everything right on paper, but they're missing one very key part of lower back strengthening and flexibility and mobility, and how like the whole kind of system worked that actually held me back before I got out of my back pain. A mistake that I think is too common that it would be criminal not to share. And this mistake is when we're doing core exercises and back strengthening exercises, we actually want our lower back to be extremely stiff. And I know this might go against things I have said in the past in other contexts or what other people have said, but we want our lower back very stiff while we're doing strengthening exercises. We want our lower back to be strong and to oppose movement. We don't want to take it through crazy ranges of motion. So things like side planks, pail-off presses, suitcase carries, all of which I love, we want to make sure our spine, our lumbar spine specifically, is as stiff and strong and neutral as possible. And this is where I agree with McGill the most, because his big three exercises, the bird dog, the McGill crunch, and the side plank, especially the bird dog, he emphasizes no movement in your lower back during these exercises. So if you're someone who has been like strengthening your lower back or doing a lot of core work and you just still feel like you're in pain all the time and like you're not getting any more resilient, probably need to oppose movement more and take your back through strengthening movements like maybe hyperextensions you're doing right now in a machine or a 45-degree Roman chair. Maybe you're doing those right now and you're not getting any better because to train your back to oppose movement. Now, huge clarification on this. We want mobility and flexibility in all the areas around our lower back. So the hip flexors, the glutes, the adductors, the hamstrings, even the mid and the upper back, especially the mid and the upper back. We want those areas to move and be able to reach and grab and squat and get down into a position like this. We want all those areas to move, but we want our lower back to stay stiff and neutral and strong and oppose movement. Now, this doesn't mean that your lower back can never move and never go through that range of motion, but while you're strengthening, you want to keep it stiff and resilient and structurally sound. So there's a couple people I've talked to in person who really needed to hear this message. You might be one of them too. If you're doing a lot of lower back strengthening and you still feel like you're in pain, even though you're working really hard, pay extra close attention to not moving the lower back through ranges of motion while it's under load, at least at a minimum until you're out of pain. Then you can start doing crazier things and it's less important what you do with your back, but as you're getting out of pain, you need to be more careful. You need to teach your back to oppose movement, be resilient and structurally sound very well. Continue to stretch, continue to open up the glutes, the hip flexors, the mid and the upper back, like I ramble on about all the time on this channel, but if you're only gonna remember one sentence, keep the lower back stiff, keep everything else loose. Thanks for watching. If you are in lower back pain, I do have products to help support this, so check them out at the link below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.